Alright, good morning ladies and gentlemen. Zoe, Paul. A shake for a good afternoon. Welcome to the channel today where we are fixing both the cars with my helpful dad way out there. Oh no, it's out of. He doesn't like us working on the cars. So, what we're doing today on my car is we're doing a whole new filter and transmission fluid swap. So basically, if you've seen videos with the Honda CVTs, transmissions here, okay? So what I didn't know is that you need to have filters for this transmission, okay? It's not like a manual transmission, by all means, I know that. But there's a filter here behind the heater core, which has 3 10mm bolts, 1, 2, and 3 under it. So we have to take this apart after we drain the whole system. Then we have to replace the filter, the 3 O-rings, and then there's a second filter that goes under the car, which is all right here in this little bag. So you have the filter that goes in the heater core, which is right here. You have the black plastic one, like the sump, pretty much, with a filter in it, the 3 O-rings, and then the gasket for the trans, or the pan. All that cost me 265 bucks, not including the 6 quarts of transmission fluid you have to get too. So in total, around 380 for all this shit. And it's a pain in the ass if you're gonna work on this shit on by yourself. So if you're into cars, just be prepared to spend some money to fix them. And then over here, the Frankenstein FRS, we got my brother doing something with his seats. Because as you know, he's got his bride seat in there. Now he's taking out his passenger seat to put the second one in. Because why buy 2 if you're only going to use 1, right?
Yep.
Yep. So how's it working down there?
Slowly but surely.
Slowly but surely. Alright, so Zoe's keeping in charge of guarding us. So for anybody who needs to change the fluid on these, here's your transmission, okay? Here's the drain plug right here. And then adjacent to it, there's gonna be another bolt where you can undo it and show the fluid coming out. I think it's on there. It's probably that one up there, where the fluid comes out when you're filling it and it does a steady drip and everything. So yeah, we're gonna undo this, let the oil drain into the pan, and then we'll start getting to work tearing the pan off and all the filters out. So now we got the filter out of the heater core, which is right here, and it sits right up in there. And here's the difference between this one and the new one. So we'll probably take some old oil, rub it around the gasket, and we'll stick it right back in. And then there's 2 more gaskets, O-rings, right there, as you can see. And we're gonna replace those, then we'll put it all back together, and then time for the second filter. Okay, so slight hiccup. The oil pan gasket that I have here is the wrong one. So my car is now sitting on blocks. And we're in the back seat because Eric doesn't have a seat right here. This would be cool, like a little cinematic. If we're going in the canyons and some shit. It's got a little 240 there. But yeah, 265 bucks for all those parts. Everything else was perfect except the pan gasket for the transmission. Of course, it has to be the wrong one. So if you ever decide to build or buy a car and do the maintenance yourself, this is what you're going to run into. Make sure you are 100% accurate on getting the parts right for the car, okay? What's up? Alright, so we finally got the right gasket for the transmission. I don't know what they were thinking of the last one, but this looks a hell of a lot different than what they gave me for what it was supposed to be on my car, which was this one. And we got there literally 2 minutes before closing. So we lucked out on that. So now we can finally finish getting the fluid changed and the filters changed, put new fluid in it, and we'll be good to go. And yeah, we're still sitting in the back. We got traffic. This is weird being way the fuck back here. It moves for 102 horsepower.
It's 95. So
I was trying to give you like a good consult for lack of horsepower, but you heard it here first, guys. 95 horsepower on a good day. So problem number 2. This is the wrong filter. So once we had the wrong gasket for the car, now we have the wrong filter. Because if you look, see how this one is like this, and that's the one that came out of the car. Completely different. And I tell the guys at Honda, this is why I hate buying shit from Honda, because if you tell them the specifics of your car, they will still find a way to fucking give you the wrong parts. And it has been almost 3 hours now when this is like a 30-minute job, and the car is now gonna have to sit here with all the shit out because I can't drive it, you know, because I spent $100 something on this. I have to give this back, get a new one, then have to get more oil and whatever, but I don't want to do that, so yeah. So now it's gonna sit here. Afternoon. Technically this would be day 2 of trying to put my car back together, but I got some bad news. The filters that, well, the said one filter I need for my car that goes in the bottom of the transmission where the pan is, okay, there's a filter. It's like a long black tube. I don't have it in here, but it's a long tube with a little funnel on one end of the tube, and there's a filter in it. That goes on the bottom inside the transmission. We went to Honda today, and they're on a national back order. So, don't know if it's going to be a week or a couple weeks until I get the part. So, luckily, I found one on Amazon. It's not going to be Honda OEM, but it'll do for now. And yeah, so my car is still sitting on blocks out in the driveway, and I can't go anywhere. Shit sucks. It's a pain in the ass, because this all could have been prevented if, one, I would have given the person the VIN, because I thought I did, which in reality I didn't. Secondly, if the person who was getting me the parts, you know, checked for the Civic specific trim, because you have to have a specific trim when you're looking at parts to get the right parts. Because see, mine's a sport hatchback. It's not just a regular EX, LX, TX, whatever you want to call it. So there's different components for the sports, and like there's different components for the sport touring as well. Not all parts fit every car the same way. So, but yeah, just wanted to give you an update on that. So now we're just sitting here. But yeah, not really much else I can do until Wednesday. So that's gonna do it for this 3-4 day period video. But yeah, hopefully we can get this fixed, and when we do, we'll be back and doing normal stuff. So I'll catch you on the next one.